welcome back to the podcast where we think we know everything, but we really don't know shit. And we don't know what we do know actually is everybody needs to just take a chill pill, calm down. I say the expectation is still playoffs. But I mean, come on. Did you expect him to come out guns blazing and win every game, make every throw? No, he's not. So relax. Give him a chance.
We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've come too far. There's too much to lose. We've got to keep our composure.
Okay, I'm not going to stand in my underwear and say that, but yes. Keep your composure, man. Keep your pants on. Relax. He's going to be all right, assuming that the offensive line gets it together. But it's not time to press the panic button. We are 1-1. It's all right. It's okay. Just relax, man. Caleb will be fine. But anyway, we have a great guest today, and everybody knows him. I'm not going to say who he is. I'll just let you keep watching and find out. But we got a great show. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to unpack. We're going to unpack the Houston game. We're going to talk about the game coming up against the Colts. It's going to be fun, man. So let's go. Crooked.
You are now rocking with the Chicago Clubhouse podcast, where they think they know everything, but honestly, they don't know shit.
Summer league games and they tell you about these new up and coming coaches.
I think we should get rid of every motherfucking owner in Chicago.
Enzo and Caruso, both when they are on the court, are like your defensive generals.
But they need to get that strong safety who's not scared to hit somebody.
They really don't know shit.
We also know that Houston had a pretty good fucking defense. You know, Will Anderson was killing. And so, I mean, Caleb was running for his life. And our line is not good. Our offensive line is not good. So he was going to be running for his life. So let's not put the blame on Caleb. Let's pump the brakes. But let's bring in my guys first before we get all off into this. First up, my man, Stat Man, who knows every single stat from every single team. 80s and 90s basketball and football. My man, JB. Stoneface. What's up, JB?
I'm gonna get you.
You gonna get me? Uh-oh.
Don't be giving too many passes. When over the summer we were talking about how great Caleb's supposed to be, how he can feed a starving group of people with 5 fish and 2 loaves of bread.
That's what I did not say. I said the expectation was playoffs, but you can't expect him to come in.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Yes, the expectation is playoffs. That's what I said. But he's not going to come out guns blazing, we're not gonna go 17-0.
Hey, T.
We're not.
Anybody that says 17-0 is just stupid. That's just what it is.
We weren't gonna go 2-0.
But for you better be lucky that Will Levis is not that bright, or we'd be 0-2. That's what you better be lucky with.
I mean, 0-2. I wouldn't be surprised, but the expectation is still playoffs.
The expectation right now is, can he make the proper reads? Can he stop missing DJ Moore and get accurate? Can he stop playing backyard football and throwing 3 picks? Yes, he threw 3 because that was the worst defensive holding I've ever seen called in my life. And that just goes to show you we should have bought Marvin Harrison Jr. jerseys.
Well, he wasn't going to be available, and we weren't giving up that number 1 pick. So, oh well. All right, so
maybe we should have.
Let's bring in our next All-Star. He usually has that Hawk talk, but we ain't talking about no motherfucking Blackhawks today. Let's bring in my man Frank the Tank.
Blackhawks might have a better offense. Maybe it would be kind of.
What up, Big Frank?
I can talk about it. What's up, guys? How's everyone doing?
Shit, man, I'm all right. I'm good. I'm better than JB.
Yeah, it's some depressing shit. But yeah, JB, I don't think anybody on this panel expected him to walk on water. You're just talking about the tramp stampers out there who expected him to be great right from the get-go. But I will say this. I did not expect it to look this bad. I will 100% admit this. But that game, and I'm not going to be the person.
It doesn't look horrible, though.
I'm not going to be the person who says that I'm giving Caleb a free pass, because I'm not. That game was not his fault. He made a couple of messed up mistakes, but I'm giving all the blame on Shane Waldron in that game. I don't know what the fuck we were doing. I just don't know.
You give all the blame to Waldron?
No, I said most of the blame.
I saw Waldron. So I'm going to go shared blame, like 33.333 across the board from those 3. 33% Caleb, 33% Waldron, and 33% Morgan, because that offensive line coach, he needed Chris Morgan, and he's the running game coordinator. Hey, man.
I'm going to say this, though.
Beat it.
ESPN came out 2 days ago, or no, it was yesterday, actually. Came out yesterday with the time that Caleb had before pressure was put on him, and that was 1.9 seconds before pressure was put on him. That's pretty fucked up.
Gee, who does that sound like?
Oh, I'm not denying that. That happened to Justin for 3-4 years, so I'm not denying that whatsoever. But, I mean, shit. Oh, my God, this offensive line is going to fucking be the death of me. It's going to be the death of me.
Well, guys,
I don't know.
We're missing somebody. We're missing a person that's usually on this panel. He went to the Houston game, and I thought that it would be a great idea to have him on as a guest.
So we could pick on him and kick him out whenever we want.
Right. So let's bring him on, shall we?
Don't be me and my friend like that, man.
Fellas.
Hey, welcome to the show, Foulmouth. Welcome.
Thank you.
What up, fam?
First of all, I want to tell you it's a pleasure being on with you 3 great guys. It is. It's a pleasure. It's been a dream of mine, man. Ever since I've been watching you podcast like every week, I'm a faithful fan, man. The way you guys just do things, keep it real.
Yes.
You don't blow smoke up people's asses.
Yes.
You know, you guys get into it, and it's still love at the end of the day. It's still
that's how we get guests to come back all the time, man. That's how it goes.
Don't do drugs. If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help.
And more importantly, you know what you do that a lot of podcasts don't do?
What's that?
Show love to the people that subscribe and that's in the comments. A lot of podcasts don't do that shit.
We do.
You guys do.
We do. These are people, man. People, we gotta show love.
Yeah.
So our first question for you:
Newbury, what up?
Houston experience?
Houston, hot in the motherfucker.
It was hot as hell, huh?
Oh my God.
And they had the roof
humidity
open
down
too.
there,
I was shocked.
dude, it's ridiculous, man. But I will say one thing. If the nation don't know, when there's a Chicago takeover, we come to take over. We are coming to take over.
So Chicago fans
There were a lot of
everywhere.
I saw.
Oh yeah, we were all in the stadium. The thing about it is that the offense was so damn pitiful that it sucked the energy out of the fans that was there. You wanted to, trust me, the offense was scoring, you would have been hearing us as loud as the Houston Texans fans, because it was a lot, and I mean a lot of Bears fans there. It was just that the offense gave you nothing to cheer about. Defense did. Offense ain't give you nothing.
Defense saved us another
and
time.
they have a huge stadium. Yeah, I'm not going up there to the 600 level where you damn near talking to God.
600 level. Oh my God.
Yes.
Dude, that's like heaven.
Yes.
That's like going to heaven.
Yeah.
No way.
I wasn't going up there. No. Not at all.
Were tickets really expensive to go?
Tickets were expensive as far as game tickets. Yeah, you had some of them that was going for a little bit over $1,000. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It was like even in the nosebleeds where you up there talking to guy, you spend about $200, $300.
Jesus.
Yeah, just to talk to the good Lord.
Oh my goodness.
Give me an offense.
All right. Yeah.
So where were your seats?
I was in the 100 section.
You're a baller. I want to be like you when I grow up.
Look here, I'm going down there to Houston. I ain't going down there to sit up there to speak to God. I can speak to God here. I was there to entertain, and actually, an old lady got mad at me. She did. She got mad at me and a few other Bears fans.
Why?
Oh, just because we were using the F-bomb. She's like, oh my God, all these F words. I mean, that's all you guys.
She a church lady? Did she know she was at a football game?
I told her, and her husband was next to her. She was an old white woman, and I told her, I said, I'm sorry, ma'am, but you do realize that you are at a sporting event, at a football game. So if you don't want to hear no cussing or anything like that, you can
go to church.
Watch the game in the comfort of your living room, because there's gonna be some words being said. And it wasn't trying to be disrespectful. It's just you at a game, baby. You at a sporting event. What you think gonna be? What you think we're gonna be sitting over here passing out communion and not saying nothing?
She was expecting some of that good Southern hospitality.
Man, I don't know what she was expecting. I mean, I know it was Sunday. I know Texas is a real religious state. They don't sell liquor on Sunday.
It was Sunday night. It was Sunday night, though.
They still don't sell liquor. And I don't drink.
That stadium do.
And you know what?
Wait, so they don't sell liquor at the stadium on Sunday?
I don't know what they do.
The stadium does.
The stadium does. The stadium might, but I know like you couldn't go to no store and get no liquor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, certain venues in Texas don't serve on Sundays.
What kind of system?
Not venues, certain places in Texas don't. But I got a question for you because I want to dig in deep, man. I just want to know, before we get into the Caleb talk and even some of the other stuff, I want to talk about the running game or the lack thereof too, because now we are talking about DeAndre Swift carrying the ball 14 times for 18 yards. What are we doing?
No, I did not.
Like, why are you running him in between the tackles as opposed to hitting them outside more? And why aren't you putting people out to block more?
Well, one thing that we did notice about the game, Blasingame, who was your fullback that you kept on the team, was not active for the game. So that in itself should have told us Bears fans exactly how the hell this offensive scheme was going to go for this game. Because he had Caleb in shotgun too damn often. You had DeAndre Swift back there in shotgun too damn often. they were bringing more players than the Bears could block. Standing shotgun when they bring in 6 and 7 people was not going to get it done. Not going to get it done. And it was terrible. And he was running into brick walls. I mean, we already know the line is having a tough time blocking as it is. But then you got Big Stiffy, he's missing blocks. You got the center messing up. You got the right guard messing up. Hell, the ends had a hard damn day. It was just a total shit show. Okay,
there was not a damn thing that went right on that offense, man. There was not a damn thing that went right.
There wasn't, but again, I'm looking at Shane Waldron bringing in that zone read offense, that zone running scheme. I didn't see it. It was like halfback toss left, halfback sweep left, halfback up the middle, halfback on the left. It was so predictable, and they weren't getting any push. And what's the reason of having? And I'm gonna do the comparison. If Swift can't get you the tough yards, the first break tackles, as like a David Montgomery was, then why aren't you playing Roschon Johnson?
Especially after he took that punch, man. Shit, should have been put in the game right away after that one.
Yeah, I mean it was tough to watch, especially when you in the stadium. You got the Texans fans; they over there, they're talking mess all day, and what really let me know how this game was going to go was when Caleb Williams got hit and the ruckus set up there. When that happened, and I think they did a passing play and they had like 3rd down and 1. Your offensive linemen already bothered. They're already angry. You sit up there, you going in 12 personnel, man on man, mano a mano, and you sit up there and you get that 1 yard. I don't care if you put Khalil Herbert back there, if you put Swift back there, you put Roschon Johnson. That right there was a time in the game to sit up there and send a message like, hey, this ain't going to be, we ain't no punk bitch. You ain't just going to sit up there and bitch us. That was the time to do that, but now Waldron, what'd he do? He went for a pass on 3rd down and 1.
He got if I never see a tight end. Hey, look, y'all. Cole Kmet is decent.
Please don't talk about
if I never ever see a tight end screen, right? If I never see a tight end screen, it'll be too soon. Why in the world do you keep calling that play?
They called that play. I think they called that at least 4 times. They called that at least 4 times in the game. Tight end screen.
But why? It
never works.
Good.
Yeah, it never works.
Yeah. And then there was a couple questionable throws that Caleb had. Like, me being a former wide receiver myself, one thing we don't do, we don't want to get taken out. He threw a couple balls where them wide receivers and Cole Kmet career could have got ended.
Yeah, I can't believe he held on to that damn ball.
He didn't.
No, he got smacked.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
he had it originally.
Let's go ahead and see. Yeah, he got separated ball from yes, Bullet. I'm sorry, Bullets. No, I did not remember them lining up in traditional I formation at all. It was
they
pulled the shotgun.
Yeah, they didn't have a fullback. Fullback was hurt.
But even and I don't know if Mercedes Lewis was active because sometimes
he was out there.
He was active. He actually got
out there.
His first snap in the game was a false start. Yeah, his first snap in the game was a false start.
Oh, yeah, that's why I don't.
He false starts in the game the other day too. Let's not forget that shit.
But here's the thing with that, right? So you make the obvious look like we're not knowing what we're watching, because I can tell you right now, if it's 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, and we're watching Philly, you know the tush push is coming, and you can't stop it.
Yeah.
If I'm sitting up there and I know I got Roschon Johnson, who's known for breaking first tackles, and I have Blasingame, who should have been playing, I'm going to line up, like you said, foul, mano a mano, man to man, and go get this 1 yard, and we're going to keep it moving. The problem is trying to out-scheme people that aren't being fooled by the team, because in order to out-scheme somebody, you would have had to did something that worked. Nothing has worked yet. Nothing. And that to me is the problem, because now when you sit up there and you have Caleb Williams in shotgun 90% of the time, that tells me two things. One, you either are not comfortable with him being under center, or you know you got to be in shotgun because you need that extra second because you know your line ain't nothing. So if two things can be true in this scenario, I have to blame Morgan, I have to blame Waldron, and I have to blame Caleb at the same time. You're not rolling the pocket. You're not chipping on anything. You're basically making him a tackling dummy like Justin did against Cleveland. I think, what did Justin get sacked?
It was
9 times against Cleveland?
9 times, yep. 9 times, but he was hit like, I think it was like 19 or 20 or something.
Yeah. So
Caleb got
now
hit about 11 good times.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. No question.
Right now, you're seeing in the chat that, basically the viewers are going in on Waldron, telling him he's a clown. He's Gessie 2.0. It's not looking good, especially after the first
We're 2 games
game.
in, guys. Pump the brakes here. 2 games in. Not a good start, though. Not a good start.
Oh, it's not a good start.
Yeah, definitely not.
I mean,
no, you can't say that, Frank. Frank, you can't say that because if you listen to the national media, there's a lot of teams that are 0-2, and if you're 0-2, you out of it already. So they're lucky that they are 1-1 right now.
Are we saying Cincinnati and Baltimore are out of it right now? I ain't saying that shit.
No, you're not.
I just said that a lot of teams are statistically out of it at 0-2, especially when you're trailing your division. So
the media,
what I'm saying
the media
is this.
the media was also part of that group who said Caleb Williams is gonna fucking light up the world on day 1 too. So
that's what I'm saying. If you listen to the media, so I'm saying the mainstream media will feed you all this propaganda, right?
Yeah. I mean,
but the minute they turn their back on you, well, that's what I'm saying. The minute they turn your back on you, because now you're scapegoating, right? You're scapegoating somebody who probably shouldn't have kept their job anyway in the offensive line coach. You knew the line has been bad the last 3 years. So now because Caleb is your quarterback, it's a problem? No, it's been a problem. Ryan Poles, I like the comment that them dudes that was on the couch made. Stop drafting people that play like you. Stop. Because now I looked at Lucas Patrick. That boy down there in New Orleans killing. Cody Whitehair, he was very instrumental in helping beat the Ravens yesterday. Like, what is it about us? We just trash.
Let me ask you this, JB. In saying that, these guys were guys that were once Chicago Bears. Now, is it the offensive line coach? Because how is it that
they kept the
same? We can't say it's the coordinators because we're going to have 2 coordinators, and so far, those 2 coordinators that look like trash, but the one consistent
is the line
has been
coach.
the offensive line
that's
coach.
The one you left.
And the line coach is
and that's the one you kept
it all up.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell. I guess they were saying
that the coordinator is responsible for the line coach, right?
I guess they say that the scheme that he brought was the same scheme that they wanted to use. Well, then go get me another motherfucker with the same scheme. I don't need the same fucking guy who hasn't done shit for 4 years. And the worst thing was, say 2-3 years ago, the run game was at least okay. I mean, yes, Justin Fields, huge part of that, but run game was still pretty good as well. Now we don't have a run game. We're going backwards.
Yeah. He is the running game coordinator.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got to do something. Something's got to change.
It's not time to press the panic button.
Oh, it's 2 games.
It's not time to press the panic
button. No,
I don't think anybody on this panel said that they were winning. Nobody said we were beating Houston. So why is everyone freaking out?
Yeah, that's what I said.
We just expected offense to do at least a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wanted
to see I think you actually had 3 points.
We didn't expect to beat them, man.
But it's the way it looked. It's the way it looked. And sometimes you see trends, and right now it is still trending. Defense and special teams is what we're hanging our hat on. It's still trending that way, fellas, whether we want to admit it or not. It is trending that way.
Hey, man, speaking of special teams, DeAndre Carter.
That boy's going to get
DeAndre Carter.
That guy's going to get Velus gone.
I like that dude, man. He's spelling Velus catching the kickoff. He's spelling him. And how tall is he? Like 5'8"?
I mean, he's at least 6 foot, I think.
Oh,
I
he's
thought
a
he was
little
at least.
dude.
I thought he was 6 foot.
Oh, well, I don't know. He might.
I don't care how tall he is. He better than Velvet.
He's catching that
No
ball,
question on that one.
and he's definitely getting some yak too. He's definitely getting yards after he catches.
Yeah.
And he makes sure he catches it first.
Yeah.
He doesn't try to run while he's trying to catch it. He catches it then runs. Bayless don't do that.
Hey, Crook, put up Bullet's comment again. And T, this is why I tell you and Frank, it may not be time to panic, but it's damn sure time to worry. Because if this line does not get right, you ain't got to worry about Caleb making mistakes because he's going to get hurt. And you don't have to have a built-in excuse because he's not going to be playing. And that's what you all fail to realize. Like, just like with Justin, if he had maybe a little bit better time, then maybe we would have saw some stuff. He wouldn't have PTSD. Caleb right now has probably been hit these first 2 games more than he's been hit since he left USC. And I'm talking about just this summer. Like, why are we trying to like make these built-in excuses? He cannot be any good with him learning the game and worrying about running for his life at the same time. He can't. And you all have to realize that.
Well, like I said, I wouldn't say it's an easy fix, but it's something that you should try. And I said this last season when Nate Davis was out. Keep Jenkins over there at right guard. Keep him at right guard. That means you got to move Nate old, slow, sluggish ass over there to left guard. Fine, do it. If you got to put somebody else at left guard, go ahead and do it. Because one thing that I did see last season was when Jenkins and Wright was over there on the right-hand side, that line looked a lot better. The run blocking was better. The pass blocking was better on that side. I don't know why, because I know they signed Nate Davis, chunky ass, to $10 million, and that's the position that he played. Right now, he's fucking sucking ass, and he's going to get your quarterback killed.
Right now,
he moved Tevin Jenkins to where a lot of us saw him and thought that he could be something special, something real good over there at right guard. Move his ass back over there to right guard, so at least on your offensive line, you have a strong side. Not where you ain't got nothing, period, the way you got it right now. At least you know I need 1 fucking yard. Just 1. Let me go ahead and run the ball behind these 2 young bulls over here. These 2 guys that want to put paws on people. Let me run it on this side. I do not want to sit up there and see Nate Davis over there whiffing on the block or Coleman Shelton continue to do what it is that he's doing. That's why I believe they got Ryan Bates. I know, JB, me and you were disagreeing with Ryan Bates, saying that, you know, he's not really a center, but he's played all over. But I told you, they brought Ryan Bates in to be the center. Now, unfortunately, Nate Dogg got hurt, and now his ass is stuck. Make a switch. It's just that simple. Make a switch. What the fuck you got to lose?
So you got to remember, I do agree with you because you're the one that brought that to our attention last year when we were watching the game. I believe we were talking, and you were like, man, look how much better they look. And it's like, man, that's a power run side right there, for sure. But Ryan Bates did compete and have an opportunity to win the center position and just was not that good.
That was not true.
That's not true. No,
that is true. He was a better guard. He was a better guard than Sheldon. And then when, Mr. I don't want to practice got hurt, he pulled a freaking nutsack or something. I don't know what the hell. But when he got hurt, Bates was the better guard. That's why Bates got moved over.
Bates what? And that's what I'm telling you. Bates was never going to be your starting center. You go back and look at the transcripts. He was never going to be the starting center.
The first day of pass and the first day of practice,
he was the number 1 center.
Bates was your center. When Nate Davis went out,
they looked at him and said,
"Nah." And when they switched him, they never switched Davis back. Got hurt.
I'm with Fowler on this one. Nate Davis got hurt.
I don't care who the fuck you with. You got to listen to what I'm telling you. The transcripts are saying, and the people are telling you. Yes, he was slated at first during the preseason camp. He did fill in for Nate Davis, and they also had a dude named Pryor that was doing something else, and another guard that they ended up cutting. Ryan Bates, they said Coleman Shelton showed more at the center position, which is why Ryan Bates was slated as a backup right guard. You can go look up the transcripts. He's not as good as y'all think he is.
I guarantee you, because we've been going back and forth with this. I guarantee you, if Nate Davis never got hurt, Ryan Bates was going to be starting game one. Just that simple. He was going to be your starting center.
And I guarantee you, through training camp, able to show his weakness just like they did all these 2 games. I mean, through the preseason when he was getting cooked.
Well, I'll put it to you like this.
And that
we
first
don't
game
know.
he just got suplexed. That man got stood on his head like Ric Flair, dude. Stop.
You talking about Bates?
That man
you talking about
Bates
got hit. Sheldon's been
find the video. Ryan Bates got hit so hard that he fell on his head like this, and flipped over like Ric Flair in the WCW thing. That dude is not good. Stop making excuses. He's not good. He's not.
Sheldon spent.
But tell me this: how would you know if he hasn't played the position yet?
Because he showed it.
It's not like we've seen. Hold on. It's not like we've seen the game. It's not like we've seen the game with him at the center.
We saw it in Buffalo, Chris. We did, and he was not that great then. He was just okay. Just like Coleman.
I would take okay right now.
Okay is better than what you got right now.
Listen, when Coleman was on that Super Bowl team, he filled in. I forgot they started. It was actually really, really good. He filled in, and McVay couldn't wait to get that motherfucker back out. He's serviceable at best. And what I'm telling y'all is we keep getting these dynamic quarterbacks putting this trash in front of them. Spend the money and go get some real people, man.
But this
and
is
$10 million for Nate Davis, that's not a lot of money. That's not a lot of money.
You have to sit up there. It's not a lot of money, but you also got to remember, you're not going to be able to sign every single person. And then you got to have people that want to come here. You got to have people that actually want to take the damn contract. It's not like we've been a pillar of fucking success over here where people like, man, I want to go to the fucking Bears.
True.
Hell no. It's cold.
Hey,
it's
check it out.
tough. It's windy. Shit, this ain't fucking Miami. This ain't prime.
It's been a losing atmosphere.
Huh?
It's a losing culture.
It has. Yeah, it has.
I urge you to go look and see who was in the 3rd round when Velvet got drafted. And I guarantee you, one of them linemen is doing a lot damn better than he is. We should have picked the lineman.
That's probably saying every lineman in that draft.
Well, this is the thing.
The top two centers. Thank you, Trey. The top 2 centers. We didn't even take a look at them, bro. Come on. And I want to give somebody in the chat is real funny because they said that Mario Edwards was trying to knock the nail polish off of Caleb Williams. That was hilarious, by the way. But I just feel that Ryan Poles is not going to be able to live this down if Caleb gets hurt.
Donnie, what up?
He's not.
I mean, no, he's not. I
Thank
mean,
you,
shit, what GM is going to be able to live it down? No, there's no GM that's going to live it down. But I'm just saying.
So answer me this. When we talked about Van Pren last year and how he would be available, you don't think we should have at least and I'm not saying nothing about Kyron Amageji or whatever, because hell, he was hurt last year anyway, which we always do. We pick somebody that's hurt and think we're gonna revitalize their career. Like Chicago got great medical facilities and stuff on the sidelines, and they trainers suck, the Bulls trainers suck, the Blackhawks trainers suck, all of them suck. But you can't sit up here and tell me that now in hindsight, you're looking like, damn, we should have got a center. You knew that 3 years ago. You knew that 3 years ago. And then you keep this dude Morgan, who clearly can't block his way out of a wet paper bag, and you're wondering why DJ Moore is looking at dude like, hey, man, can you throw me the ball? Not over there, not over here. Throw me the ball. Now, again, part of it is his fault. Part of it is he don't have enough time. And that is one of those things, to T's point, Ain't no expectation to playoff if the quarterback is on his ass. Ain't nan.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no nuff, as the kids say. T. Ain't no nuff.
If your defense playing like this, you can still have a shot.
Are they going to be able to sustain that?
I don't.
I.e. the 1985 Bears.
Yeah, I don't want them to.
Then
We don't want them to.
But when
shit,
it's all said and done,
like,
I mean, you need to figure out that fucking run game. But I mean, if you're gonna keep running behind your guards and your centers all the fucking time, well, shit, what the fuck do you expect?
But Frank, I just told you, the running game coordinator is the offensive line
I know.
coach.
I want to address what Jay Grizz just said about the kicker. Found out we were just talking about this, right? He said, I know the punter is good.
Yeah, that's
but
bullshit.
Decent punters can be found even in the later rounds.
That's bullshit.
But in the fourth round with this shitty O-line, I would have went O-lineman.
Not for that motherfucker, you don't.
But this motherfucking punter we got, dude, he been saving the Bears ass foul mouth for now.
He's been helping the defense putting
this
them in
motherfucker's dope.
There's no way I am dissing anybody to go over in that offense.
But you know what?
Fourth round too.
You could have got Van Pren in the sixth fucking round. The Bears could have.
It's like this. It's just this simple. If we set up there and didn't get the punt in the fourth round, and we went and got a guard or a fucking center, and they wasn't doing too good, fans will be clamoring, talking about, oh, why the fuck they spending a fourth round pick on a fucking center or a fucking guard or a fucking tackle? Why can't we go out and in one of the early rounds, in the first round or in the second round, and go get somebody? Why we keep going and getting guys in the later rounds? It's always going to be something to bitch about. It's just that simple. Now they want to talk about the fourth round with the punter. This punter has been great so far. These 2 games, he's going to put us in very favorable field position as far as making sure that the defense can peel their ears back and make it tough on the opposing offense. The defense has been doing good. And we also got to remember, I know a lot of people want to give Poles flack, and some of it is well-deserving. The man been on the job for 3 years. In 3 years, he's going to made over your linebacking core. He's going to did your secondary. He's going to did your defensive line. He's going to got you a quarterback. He's going to got you another running back, and he's going to redid your damn wide receiver core. In 3 years, he's going to did all that. He turned one of your defenses that happened to be at a present time one of the worst Chicago Bears defenses in history into a very good defense. He's gone and upgraded your wide receiver core where shit, we already know Johnny Morris is the leading fucking wide receiver of all time on the Chicago Bears. He's gone and upgraded your running back room. He's gone and upgraded your tight end room.
I've seen this before.
You seen it before?
I've seen it before. Yes.
Where?
When they
tell me what
Jay
GM's gonna done that.
When they got us Brandon Marshall, they got us.
I said, tell me what GM's gonna done that, because see, when Brandon Marshall and them all got here, the defense was already established. There wasn't no full. There hasn't been a full Chicago. Hold on, there hasn't been a full Chicago Bears blow up. Yes, a full Chicago Bears. Tell me when the Chicago Bears had a full blown up where they said, fuck it. Not we putting Band-Aids on the shit.
I'd say like 99, 2000 was the last time where I can see a full Chicago Bears blow up.
I was about to say, when they got rid of Dick Duran, the only pieces Lovey really had was Urlacher. He went and got Julius Peppers. They didn't have Mike Brown. They didn't have, I think they had Chris Harris, but they had to go get Matt Forte. They had to go get those guys.
Like, but look what we're talking about. We're talking about a fourth of a century ago. You're talking about 25 fucking years ago.
But I'm saying, I've seen
I was a baby.
The story where we've had weapons and done nothing with it. What I'm saying to you is this. No matter who is at quarterback, it could be the great Tom Brady. If nobody gets this line together, even Tom Brady can't do nothing with this.
Oh, Tom Brady
we saw what Patrick Mahomes looked like when he had 3 starters on his offensive line. He looked terrible.
An under 500 quarterback.
So we see what happens, how important the line is, Foul. So no, if you say, oh man, I picked up Joe Blow in the 5th, as opposed to Jackson Powers Steele being available in the 3rd, well, hell, give me Jackson Powers Steele. Because you know you need to protect your quarterback. Don't give me no bargain basement dude to come in off somebody's scrap heap. Give me somebody with some cachet for a change.
So who you gonna?
We
Tell me,
haven't
who you gonna get? Who you gonna get?
You got to do it in the draft, brother. You got to do it in the draft.
You go ahead. I understand you got to do it in the draft. So what you giving up? Because I'm telling you now, you doing it in the draft. So it's gonna be some guys that's on this team right now that you ain't gonna have. So who are they?
I'm cool with not having Velvet Jones and taking the best center in the 3rd round that year. I'm cool with it. I'm so cool with it.
I'm not going to say I'm siding,
but it ain't. But that's the thing. It's just not the fucking center.
No, it's not just the center, but the center is a key part.
Yeah, it is. It is a key part, but it's not like let's not get it misconstrued. This is not just one fucking position where the shit's fucked up at. It's not just one.
I'm agreeing.
So, like I said, okay. So let's say you put Velvet away. You go draft the center. We don't know if that motherfucker gonna be good or not, but you still go draft him. Okay. You still got a fucking fucked up part over there, goddamn, at right guard. And then, like you said, and it's crazy.
Assuming you still get Nate Davis, it would. But assuming you still went after Nate Davis, I mean, on paper, it was like, he was good. He blocked for Derrick Henry. But then it's like, he get here and it's like, dude, do you even want to play football? Like, where's the love, the drive, the fire? Like, he's not good. He's just a guy right now. He's really just a guy right now.
This is where I was saying in this past draft too. I mean, and I'm not putting any shade on the Yale guy that we got. Like you said, JB, we knew he was hurt. We know what he's a big body. We'll see what he does. But I would have took Van Pren in the 4th round. The fact that Van Pren went all the way to the 6th round and you still could have got him in the 6th round, that would have been a gamble I would have taken when I looked at these centers.
Is he playing right now?
I don't even know, honestly. I'd have to check that out. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Yeah, I mean, because
anyone in the chat, let me know. Is he your starting center?
I understand drafting.
I don't think he's starting.
Actually, I think Buffalo drafted him, if I'm not mistaken, because I remember we got
starting right now. I think because I mean, if you coming in right, so let's just say hypothetically they did draft Van Pren, right? Are they going to go in with the rookie center, or are they going to go with the veteran?
I mean, over what we have right now. I mean, maybe, but this is the thing. Maybe you start your veteran.
Got rookie centers right now starting. There's a couple teams right now.
Maybe you start your
Tampa Bay's got a rookie center.
Yeah, maybe you start your veteran center, but
I'm not saying that they're not. I said, is he going to be starting here? Because you got to think about who. Well, one thing that we do know, even though as bad as the offensive line is, it don't matter anyway if fucking Shane Waldron sitting up here got the man with five-man protection and they bring in fucking 6. That ain't gonna fucking work.
Let me ask you guys this, because this confused me like hell.
I saw a lot of
NFL analyst says that
it was a regular pressure, but I mean they started blitzing the shit out the kid.
Yeah.
Because you got dumbass offensive coordinator who sitting up there saying, okay, we're gonna keep going in the shotgun. We're going to do tight end screens and quick passes and everything, and they're going to keep blitzing and coming like crazy because you can't block shit.
Let me ask you this, because there was the game that I was watching, I felt like I didn't see a lot of 2 tight ends in there helping blocking.
There wasn't.
But the NFL analyst came out and said that there was like 67 to 70% of the time they had 2 tight ends in there blocking. I was like, fucking bullshit. I watched the game. I didn't see that shit.
That means bullshit.
I looked at that and I was just like, I saw a lot of like what you just said, only 5 protection when they're bringing full-on blitzes. And again, you're not running those quick little slant plays. But and I'm also going to say this too, and this is a knock on Caleb, but we got to figure out the timing situation, because he's missing a lot of back shoulder throws. He's missing a lot of finding the right spot to throw the ball to. And that's where I always went to. I wanted these fuckers to play more in the preseason. I wanted them because I wanted them.
Another thing that we also got to remember, Caleb comes off as he has sort of like a confidence thing about himself, which is fine. Maybe even a little cocky, which is fine. Arrogant, which can be fine. You got to back that shit up. But when you come in and say that you don't like to run, player, you in the fucking NFL. You keep sitting your ass back there if you fucking want to. You're going to find out what the NFL really stands for. Not for long.
Not with this line. He can't do
Not
that.
for long. Your ass going to be out.
But hey.
I hope you enjoyed I hope you got plenty of that NIL money and you invested the shit, because you're going to have to sit up there and run, kid. If shit breaking down, you don't have all day. Like that one sack that he took. The motherfuckers back there for 4 fucking sacks. Like, how long you think you got? You got to get the fuck up out of there. I'm sorry. This the NFL, baby. This ain't the Pac-12.
And you know we don't got a good offensive line, too.
Hey, but foul. That's in him, no. That's just what he does. That's in him. So to coach that out of him is going to take time.
Shit, that's all right. They ain't got to coach it out. They're going to knock it out of his ass. That's all right.
So, guys, look, this is what I want to do. Since we don't have a guest tonight, we do have.
You're already dissing Foulmouth. Look at that shit.
No, I'm not dissing him at all.
Dissing our Houston guest right there.
So we're still gonna have kind of a fan appreciation, a Bears fan appreciation, and we like to bring Bears fans in here and get their opinion on what we're seeing on Sunday. So we're gonna start that out with our man J Mac. What's up, man?
Hey, welcome back.
How you doing?
How's it going, Breakfast? Pretty good. How about you guys?
All right.
Pretty good.
So what's your opinion about the game on Sunday?
I'm strongly, and we've seen some very bad Bears offenses throughout all of our lives. I'm strongly questioning. I like what Poles has built for the team. I'm strongly questioning the direction they're going in. Now, it's only 2 games, but Flus has still shown that he doesn't know how to make good decisions in questionable moments where he needs to learn how to make decisions. Waldron, I thought the offense that we've seen in Seattle was going to be somewhat what he was bringing here, and the fact he never had a fullback there and he did here. Why did Blasingame all of a sudden go from probably our best blocker on our team to not being able to block a fucking fly? And then Everett hasn't shown anything, yet he's getting more playing time than Kmet. And even in preseason, Everett was not getting open on any of his routes or helping at all. So it's like you're taking a tight end who could be possibly one of the best in the league, and you're not fucking playing him, pardon the language. And then you have at the end of the game where you can make a game scoring drive, which I understand Caleb and Rome are rookies, but clearly he was supposed to run a comeback route in that situation, and he wanted to try to keep running a go route with 2 DBs on double coverage. That makes 0 sense. And frankly, I still don't see any slants, crossing routes, drag routes, anything over the middle of the field. With a rookie quarterback, the run game is your best friend, and tight ends are your best friend. What has Mahomes done his whole career? Kelsey, see him, middle of the field, stop and talk to him, like that with and being a security, a big not screens. That's stupid that you're doing screens to a tight end because he ain't fast enough to make those quick twitchy moves to make people miss. You want the tight end in the middle of the field, short yardage, middle yardage, dump the ball off, bam. It's not rocket science. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that you went and got an offensive-minded coach who's already kind of quirky and quiet. So I thought he was going to bring some of that like smart offensive play calling, and it looks like ass. I've seen high school coaches like call better offenses than that.
Wow.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't.
I feel like Shane Waldron just does not know what he wants to do right now. That's the good way of putting it. But this is not what we want to see, obviously. Like I agree. I don't understand why Komet's not in the game more often. I'm not gonna go on record there, Lorenzo, and say Komet's not a good blocker because he is a good blocker. But guess what? There's not one fucking tight end. There is not one fucking tight end in the NFL you are gonna put in a one-on-one block against Will fucking Anderson. It's the dumbest shit you could ever fucking
on Sunday.
It's the dumbest shit you could ever call.
Hey
guys, I have to get out of here though. I have to get on a call with Korea right now, and it's not our guy in Korea right now. So I do apologize. I was only able to be here for the first hour of the show.
That's all right, Frank.
So I just want to throw out defense. Keep doing your shit. Waldron, figure it the fuck out.
Yes, Jeanette. Yes.
Take care, guys.
All right, Frank, stop. Jeanette,
to add to that,
glad you made that point. He should have played in the preseason. He should have had some snaps in the preseason. He did not.
Well, I want to know also, how is it that you have a 6'6" wide receiver that you have active and you're throwing jump balls, but you're not throwing it to this big motherfucker? Somebody please tell me that. How come that you got a 6'6" wide receiver that had a hell of a preseason game? He's back now, which is a matchup nightmare because I'm pretty sure Stingley's probably the tallest DB that they had, and they had him basically following DJ Moore everywhere he went. So I would have loved to throw jump balls to a 6'6" wide receiver against someone that's probably like 5'10" to 5'11" all day. Go over the middle. 6'6". It's a hard target to miss. You want to keep selling things? Hit the 6'6" guy. That's the point of having tall wide receivers. They can catch things that short guys can't catch. They can be a little bit more physical than short guys.
Another thing, too, with that is obviously if you're throwing deep balls, it's either a speedy wide receiver that got open field like a Tyreek, boom, you ain't catching them, or you throw that jump ball to the big guy. Small guys, if they don't burn them deep, you want to have them running slants, crosses, little short routes where they can get open in space, catch the ball, and go. And Scott's supposed to have speed. Villas is supposed to have speed. And granted, I think Villas should be gone too. He can't learn how to hold onto a ball. But my whole point is they also don't utilize them right. Those quick, speedy guys should not just be running go routes. They shouldn't be trying to run like difficult routes. They should be just short space, get them open in space, dump them the ball. The bigger guys, the more route runners like Keenan and DJ Moore, get them to run the crisp routes. You know what I'm saying? And you're not seeing anything like that, anything at all. And it's like, and the Bears, I know you want to simplify it for a rookie quarterback, but simplify the play call. Don't simplify the routes, because every defensive back is going to know what you're running. Like, my whole point is, look at CJ in the rookie season he had last year. He said, this is from his mouth on an interview, the offense I ran in Houston was easier than what I did in Ohio State because they simplified the fucking play call. They let me, three words, let me do it. Let me cook. And that's the point, though, is you also want good routes. If you're sitting here running stick routes and little curl routes or comeback routes all fucking game long, you're making it easy on the DBs. They're just going to sit, wait, and come at you. They need to mix up the route tree. And the O-line is terrible.
Speaking of running routes, Romo Dunze ran a great route. He ran a great route, had his hands up, and dropped a touchdown pass. He dropped a touchdown pass, man. So,
yeah.
To your point, J-Mac, he runs a great route, but he drops the ball. Whose fault is that? That's totally his
the receiver.
fault. That's the receiver.
And hopefully that's just a rookie mistake and he corrects that. But that's also a problem Fields had the last few years with all the receivers. If it wasn't when DJ Moore came in, DJ Moore and Komet were his only two targets. That's why he wasn't looking around the field because those are the only two he trusted. Anytime he threw to Mooney, drop pass. Mooney started playing bad, dropping passes, looking like he didn't know how to track the ball anymore. You know what I'm saying? And Scott was dropping passes. Velas was dropping passes. It's like a thing. Why do none of these dudes know how to drop passes? You're in the NFL, bro. Like, you got there for a reason. As a wide receiver, you should know how to catch a fucking ball.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, Sam, that's tough.
Yeah, that's
tough.
Man, that's sad, Kurt. I mean, we all heard the knock on Shane Waldron, you know, from the fans, from some of the players over there in Seattle about the way he runs the offense, the way he calls the offense. And right now, these first two games, he gets an F from me because everybody was saying, I think fans get delusional. Even some of the media gets delusional, saying that, oh, Caleb's going to come in. He's supposed to be this immediate upgrade over Justin as far as throwing wise. He's going to be immediate upgrade. And right now, I don't see it. I don't know. Maybe it will get better. He has a quick release. It looks like he goes through his progressions. But once again, if he doesn't have time, all that shit's for naught. You're talking about a quarterback that states that he doesn't like to run, but he's going to have to run to save his fucking ass. And you have an offensive coordinator who's putting him in a very bad position because he wants to constantly keep dropping him back in shotgun with little to no protection when you know your offensive line is getting its ass beat down there every play and not putting in 12 personnel for guys to chip and only send out 2 damn wide receivers if you got to. Protect him, let him get a little time to look through his routes so he can start getting into a rhythm. The offense in these 2 games has not had any type of rhythm. None.
Right.
They're like a white boy trying to dance at a goddamn hip-hop concert. This shit is fucking all off. He's just off beat.
My thing is, you went and got weapons. You had DJ, you got Keenan, you drafted Rome, you got Swift, you focused on upgrading all of your weapons to help him out, which is great. That's exactly what Houston did. They went from Tank Dell and Nico to Tank Dell, Nico, Diggs, Mixon. You did the same stuff. The difference is both teams have good defenses. They already had a better O-line. And all they had to do was bring in an offensive-minded coach like the Bears. But all he did was he took that Ohio State offense that Stroud already ran, and he basically simplified it into an NFL form. He made the play calling easier, and he let him do what he's good at doing. He didn't make him do something else. The Bears should have brought Caleb in. Yes, utilize his strengths. Yes, you want him to get better at being an in-the-pocket passer, but ease him into it. Don't sit here and have an O-line that you can't block for shit. You should be doing more bootlegs, more runouts, more design shit to get him out of there to throw the ball. That stuff will happen when the O-line is better, when you're building it better. And then the O-line, you don't have any continuity. You're still trying to figure out who's the best 5. You're switching people all the time. And the guy that we say is the best O-lineman on the field when he's out there, Tevin, but he's hurt too much. Last game, he was the worst in my opinion. The one play where Coleman Shelton got pancaked, if you watch, it was actually Tevin Jenkins fell out of place and tripped him over. And Tevin came out and flat out said, we're just doing, like, we're only capable of doing what we can do. We're doing what we're supposed to do in that play. So it sounded to me like Tevin's questioning the play calling of, if there's extra stuff we're supposed to do X, Y, and Z on this play, and we're only doing X because that's what we're told we're supposed to do on this play, then why aren't they getting taught Y and Z?
So, J-Mac, let me answer that a little bit. I've been a little quiet, but what I saw was a delayed middle linebacker blitz that just ran Coleman Shelton over like he was a little boy. That didn't have nothing to do with Tevin Jenkins. That was just man on man, and Shelton got outmanned. Now, the problem is whether you have – see, the word we're looking for is called continuity. The definition of zone schemes means all 5 of those linemen have to be on a string. They have to be on a thread. You can't delay. We saw Nate Davis try to get out, and he fell on his own block because he couldn't get there. He was just tripped up, tired, whatever, out of shape. But again, you're trying to be exotic and beat people to the point of the attack through scheme and smoke and mirrors when this team just needs to hunker down and play old school football. Let's move forward. Let's run the clock. Let's keep our defense fresh by keeping them off the field. Let's keep Houston's offense off the field by running the clock. We get too cute and too exotic by doing some of the calls that Waldron's made. Now, again, I like early on how he got the ball out quick and, slants and stuff to Caleb. But like Fowl said earlier, hell, some of them slants receivers was getting popped. It wasn't like it was like, oh, slant, 30-yard run afterwards. It was like slant, catch, turn, pop. And it's like, you can't keep doing that. And the frustration that you see on DJ's face, I'm telling you, that's going to come back to haunt you because earlier on in the year when they first got him, he said he can't tell me with that Hollywood shit. Him, Jalen Johnson, but now you seeing that maybe the hype is all it is hype because there are other quarterbacks who shall remain nameless until we open the door for them, who are also rookies who don't have the greatest offensive lines but are prospering, who are playing well, who are completing 70% plus of their passes that don't have nearly the weapons that we have.
What is that?
And
noise?
so that has to. That's
Oh, sorry, we're running water.
Yeah.
It'll be just a minute.
But when you look at what one team is doing to cultivate, protect, and elevate, right? And then you look at what another kid is doing, and it's almost like, hey, I really don't know what I'm doing, but here, you're the Messiah. You take us to the promised land. Because you can't tell me that some of those, the very first game, I'm sorry, but there's no way I'm targeting Keenan Allen more than I'm targeting DJ Moore, because you would think DJ Moore and Rome Odunze would open it up for an aging Keenan Allen, not the other way around. 10 targets, 6 catches, I know he had for sure. But, I mean, those empty yards in between, we've seen that before. Oh, they great 20 to the 20. But throwing the picks that he threw, and sometimes, and Justin was accused of this as well, not looking and seeing that is, he coming. We all was watching the game either on TV or live, and we knew it was coming. So you can't tell me these people that get paid millions of dollars didn't know that was coming. And we still let it happen. That's the ineptitude I'm talking about. And sometimes a kid is not ready. But the media, the hype, the scrutiny puts that kid into a situation where, guess what? You have to be ready.
Well, let me just say this before we go pay some bills.
All right.
You are right, JB. And one thing that we stressed hard on this show was that we didn't want Caleb to come in and have that CJ Stroud blueprint of what they did with him when he first came out, had him throwing the ball that many times. We said, let him sit back and be a game manager. Run the ball, special teams, and defense. When he has to make a big throw, give him an opportunity to make a big throw. What they've gone and done, what I've gone and seen Shane Waldron do is have this kid come out, guns a-blazing. And right now, that shit is not working because your running game had absolutely no rhythm to it. Your offensive linemen are not able to go forward. All you got them doing is backing and side to side pass blocking. Let them big-ass animals sit up there, get off the ball, and go forward instead of always going back or side to side, because right now your quarterback is getting killed. And get their ass some help. Have them tight ends come in. Bring in the fucking fullback that you paid for, that you got on the fucking team. Bring his big ass in there, run some power out. You say you want to get the little son of a bitch out there on the goddamn outside? Play action. Do some rollouts. All that type of shit. Give me your fucking money. I'll call the fucking play.
All
shit, I'll do it for half of what they pay that son of a bitch.
Relax. Relax.
Can I just say
Hey,
one
Mac.
more
Let's
thing?
Bills.
Hey, Mac, we're gonna let you go, man. You having a lot of technical difficulties.
Okay,
So
no
we're gonna
problem.
let you go. We appreciate you coming on, though, man.
Appreciate you, J
We'll
Mac.
probably have you back, like maybe next week or something.
Okay.
All
Later,
right,
guys.
man. Thanks.
Yes, sir,
See you later.
brother.
All right. Woosah, foul. Woosah. So we are going to go pay some bills right now, i.e., go to the bathroom. JB, I know you hate when I say that, but let's go ahead.
And I gotta feed Grogu.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's the guy that everyone likes to hate, the Crooked Commish. And if you're anything like me, that means you have one of these. But if not, that's okay. That just means you need to head over to Fantasy Jocks. At Fantasy Jocks, they have plenty of championship belts to choose from. But if belts aren't your thing, that's cool, because they also have these, championship rings. At Fantasy Jocks, they have trophies in all other sports, basketball, baseball, plus plenty of other goodies to choose from. So head over to Fantasy Jocks to get all your championship gear, and let them know the Crooked Commish sent you.
King. Yeah, I said it. I'm trying to be king. You crazy. I'm real. King of what?
Okay, bow down. Let the trumpet sound. Roll out the red carpet. 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 Roll out.
He didn't make it back.
Oh, he didn't make it back. Well, since he didn't make it back, we'll take over. All right, so we talked about enough of the negative things that we saw on the offensive side. Let's talk about what we did see on the defense that we thought was actually very good. So tell me, JB, what did you see out of the defense that leaves you optimistic that this season will not be a failure?
I like our line play. I think that Sweat has some continuity. And yes, Lorenzo, I am okay. I'm just not saying what I really, really want to say because I'm going to go on a tangent because it's really, really frustrating when I feel like I'm in deja vu. But we can talk about that a little bit later. But yeah, I like the way that Sweat and Dexter are playing off of each other. I like the fact that the line of which we were concerned about is really, really producing. I mean, CJ did not have a bad night at all. He had a really good night, actually. Him and Nico Collins had a great night, right? But the line play, I like the fact they were able to at least slow Joe Mixon down. I like the fact that they were flowing to the ball. Now, what I will say, though, is CJ and Nico did expose our secondary. There was a touchdown that Tank Dell would have had, but he miscued and dropped. And then I'll say that our defense saved our butts because they were about to score again, but they caused Austin Eckler to fumble on the 3. Otherwise, that game probably would have been in the 30s, right? So I give credit for that. But what I'm saying is this. As great as the 85 team was, you can't hit like that no more. As great as the Lovie Smith version of that 85 Bears team was, you can't hit like that no more either. So to keep putting the 2024 Bears in those similar predicaments, to me, that's fool's gold because it's not sustainable. We're about to go into like uncharted waters very soon, right? And what I mean by that is you're going to have to put the Bears either in, we're going to go for the gusto with what we got, or we're going to have to change something before he get hurt. Neither are good. Neither are good scenarios to be in. I feel if you hang your hat on the defense, the first thing Chicago media for sure is going to say is, here we go again. No 4,000-yard passer, no 30 touchdowns. We doing the same thing we always do. Because, you know, Chicago media will turn their back on you quicker than a $2 hole. Easier. Probably quicker, shoot. And I just don't feel I just don't feel that we're making strides for improvement offensively if we keep just hanging our hat on defense to save the day. Why can't we finally be one of those teams that has a good offense and a good defense?
You're right.
When are we going to get that? We're overdue, bro. Me and you've been in this a long time. We overdue. And we've seen these stories before, although it may be different. We watched the Jason remakes, Freddy Krueger remakes, same premise, different actor, same outcome. I feel like we are watching the same scenario unfold, and people want to say, hey, it's only game 2. I say, well, yeah, but sometimes you done seen this story before. You done seen it before. And then you go out and you look at other prospects that we, the fans that don't know anything, and these guys are producing. But you get these guys making all this money, and you're like, well, if we can see it, and we're knuckleheads, why can't they see it? And the problem is they're actually getting paid. This is actually their job. This is our pleasure. This is our vice. These people get paid to be dumb. Our hobby. These people get paid to be dumb, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I don't mean to cut you off, but we actually let's get in another guest. We got another guest that wants to come in and he can give us, you know what I'm saying, his expertise of what he thought he saw, or what he think, how good the defense looked, or how bad the defense looked, or how good the offense looked, or how bad the defense looked. Those special teams. So we're going to go ahead and bring in my boy Jay Grizz.
Yes, sir. Salute, Foul Mouth C.
Jay Grizz.
I appreciate the introduction, my brother. JB, much love, brother. I love what y'all
always,
doing,
Grizz.
man.
What's happening with you, kid?
Enough respect, baby. Just here, man, you know, trying to maintain after a tough loss.
But I know you holding your bear there.
Absolutely, yeah, man. This is my son's bear right here, this teddy bear.
Okay.
I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and rep for the teddy bears and the Grogu's and all that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I said, let me show a little love to Foul Mouth C right back with the teddy bear. You dig?
Right.
After you dig with me, but yeah, man. You know,
so how you really feeling?
Man, it's a mixed bag for me, man, because I know we're young on the offensive side, and we still got a lot of learning to do, especially when it comes to the quarterback position. We got new coaches in place. We still building, but I just don't want to see this defense go to waste, man. A defense this good, man. This is Super Bowl contending defense right here, man. We got the defense to shut down anybody in the league, in my opinion.
Right.
And I just don't want to see it to go to waste over, you know, a horrible offensive line and stuff. I mean, granted, I wasn't predicting us to win the Super Bowl or nothing, but man, we had the game in our hands, you know, within reach, and against a great team, you know. But we're still a long way to go in the season. I think this week against the Colts, ain't no excuses this week, man. That defense is hurting. They without Buckner this weekend. If our old line can't put it together this weekend, and Caleb's still struggling to connect on passes with our wide receivers, man, we in for a long year, man.
Yeah.
We definitely got to get the W, in my opinion. Definitely got to get the W. Just to calm the fan base down and the media down from, you know, starting up fires, I guess, so to speak. Throwing gas on a fire that's already burning, and it's only game 2.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, Jay Grizz.
Yes, sir.
Shane Waldron, What do you think about his play calling? Do you think that he would still be doing this if the offensive line was actually better? If the offensive line was playing up to par? Because right now we see him calling a whole bunch of passing plays, which I'm not a fan of, because I always thought that they should have just, what I'm saying, let Caleb come in and be a game manager.
Absolutely.
But I know everybody keeps talking about the offensive line, so not as much as his play calling. So what do you think about the play calling? Do you think the play calling is the major? Is it the offensive line more, or is it the play calling? Which one you think it is?
I think it's the combination of both. I feel that some of the formations are kind of like off base to me. Like I saw where it was kind of like a pistol formation, I guess, where he had Komet in the backfield with Swift next to Caleb, and I'm like, man, this some college. Like what? I mean, Komet ain't that fast and ain't that, he ain't got that shiftiness in him to come out the backfield and do any type
No
of shaking
wiggle.
and baking into
No
a route.
wiggle.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Leave
that's
his
why we
ass on
call
the
him Big
line,
Sniffy.
or split him out wide. You trying to get too cute, man. And everybody talk about Caleb not being good under center, but to me, he's got to learn sooner or later. And if you wasn't going to put him in the preseason to learn how to take snaps from under center, then you got to do it every now and then in the game, because I think that will offset that pass rush from the ends, from the defensive ends. If you put him under center and he coming out and either play action and roll out, or it's going to give him more room to step up in the pocket and throw it from under center. But when you're in the shotgun and you got two tight end and a running back next to you, I mean, either you are the defense already expecting pass.
Right.
It wasn't even, I don't even think it was like second or third down. And he doing this on first down. And it's like, man, just come out and try something from right under center to get that O-line getting that push right off the bat, because you want to get them going forward, not going backwards and having to pass protect. So I feel like that's how you get, that momentum, that energy going, flowing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you coming out in a pass formation, and it's early in the game, the defense they gonna attack. They gonna attack, especially a rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
But I think Waldron he got to tighten up, man, because I mean his resume right now, as far as like players that he's coached, they not too high on his coaching ability or play calling.
Yeah, they're really not, and it's been sad because we all heard the rumors. We heard the rumors about how his play calling was over there at Seattle. We also heard about you had a couple players come out talking about him. Jackson Smith and Jigma was one of the guys that came out and basically told Chicago fans they're not gonna like him. If you're a wide receiver, third wide receiver, you're not gonna like him. So it's things like that that's actually in these first two games that we see that have come into fruition, and it's sad right now. There is, like I said earlier, there is no rhythm to his offensive play calling right now, and it's giving me Luke Getsy vibes.
Yes,
and he has that ego and that stubbornness right now in those two games, like who Matt Nagy did. Matt Nagy was the guy who was stubborn. He wanted motherfuckers to run his offense. He didn't give a shit what the quarterback was good at, what the quarterback's strength was. He just wanted them to run his particular offense and his ego. So it's like right now with Shane Waldron, we have a little bit of a combination of Matt Nagy and Luke Getsy, and that right there is not going to get it done.
No, sir. It's eerily similar, man. Too similar to those times, man.
Yeah.
At least now we got a better defense, I feel, to be able to
tell
cover.
me about what you think about the defense. Tell me what you think about
the defense. The defense. I mean, I knew we were going to be good, but I didn't know we was going to be this good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm excited, man. Hopefully we could keep these boys together for a while and everybody can stay, I ain't even gonna say it because I don't want to throw no, salt in the game or nothing, but hopefully we all stay 100% healthy.
Yeah.
and man, they could carry us a long way if we could just put up some points here and there. I mean, I feel like, man, 2 touchdowns and a couple of field goals will win us a lot of games.
Yeah.
We
For
ain't
what the
even
defense
we
is
don't
playing,
even
yeah.
need Caleb to put up 300-400 yards and 3-4 touchdowns a game. You know, just get us 2 touchdowns and in field goal range, and you know the rest, leave it up to the defense, and they'll hold them. They'll hold our opponents. Man, that Taylor sounding like Bullet. My guy Bullet said was awesome, man. I don't know where Pose pulled that out of, but I didn't hear about Taylor at all last year, you know, and I didn't know who he was when he got here. But obviously, man, the boy could play and he could fly, man. He flies around that field, man. So I'm loving the defense, man. The special teams as well. I made that comment about the punter earlier, and I get it. You know, I totally get what you're saying. I mean, he booming those kicks. But I just felt like, you know, not that you could find a punter anywhere, but you could have found a decent punter. But you know, you got a point. I agree with you. He playing too good to be knocking Pose drafting him with the 4th pick. So I'm happy, man. I feel a lot better than I did, you know, last year at this time, and feel a lot more optimistic. But this weekend is going to tell me a lot, man. It's going to tell me whether our stock is trending up or whether our stock is trending down. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I pray that we look a lot sharp, just sharp. Look sharp on offense. Look like we know what we're doing out there. You know what I mean? Because right now we don't look like we know what we're doing, man. But again, it's a lot of new faces. Yes, sir.
Let me pose a couple of questions to you real quick, Grizz, because before we get on to the next game, because one of the things, the first thing I think is the most obvious thing, we gave Caleb a pass against the Titans game for the first game jitters, right? Some of us did. Now we go into game 2. You see he's trying to get his wiggle on a little bit, but then 2 costly interceptions, should have been a 3rd. Decision-making and processing. But how is it that we're so worried and trying to say built-in excuses like he's a rookie, what do you expect? But then they compare him to what C.J. Stroud did last year. But then you look in what 2 games Jaden Daniels has, back-to-back 70% completion games. No touchdowns yet, but still, he ran for 2 last week, 70% completion. 23 and 29 this week, 226. They running back ran for 130-some yards. What is it about Caleb that he's not processing and making the right throws, but Jaden is, in your opinion?
Man, that's a tough question to answer. Man, in my opinion, I think he's probably just as confused as we are as to what Waldron is expecting out of him. When these live bullets are flying at him trying to process that along with who to get the ball to, is the line going to hold up? I think it's a combination of all of that. I think he's probably kind of shell shocked a little bit. You know, he took some hard licks, man, and I think that maybe it's affected him to the point where he's like his confidence might be a little shook. He probably thought, man, I'm going into the season with, you know, three very good, talented wide receivers, a very good tight end, a good running back, quote unquote, you know, Swift supposedly is. He probably thought, man, this is going to be a nice little, you know, walk in the park. This, you know, it's looking a lot better than it did at USC for me right now, as far as how he's thinking in his mind. And now that the bullets started flying live, he's probably like, whoa, man, what I'm gonna do?
That.
Yeah, this ain't that. It's not that. You know?
Okay, but wait, you see somebody else who's getting the same bullets with the same inadequate line and less weapons doing pretty good.
I think the expectations for Daniels weren't as high, though, because he wasn't the first overall pick.
That's
I
true.
think, and then the city of the Chi, man. We put, especially the number one draft pick, the number one QB. We were so optimistic about everything, the whole team, the front office, the coaching, and so I think he had a little more hype and pressure on him than Daniels. Daniels, he coming in. Uh, I guess a little bit more seasoned as a quarterback from the things that he ran at LSU. Possibly what they doing at Washington is running a lot of the stuff that he did at LSU. You know what I mean? They tailoring the offense a lot more to his strengths. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
So it sounds like
which is good.
thing, which we've kind of addressed, that it comes down to coaching. Because you were just saying, Jay Grizz, that for Daniels, they kind of tailor his offense to what he was already doing at LSU. So our coach, Shane Waldron, isn't doing such thing. He's bringing what he brought from Seattle. He's not necessarily trying to tailor anything for Caleb.
That's what it's looking like to me, T. Nick.
But you can't
I'm no
run
expert.
that.
I'm no expert. I did play the game through high school, not through college. But I'm no expert when it comes to is Waldron still running the same things that he did at Seattle? And
Pretty much.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Did I miss something?
He's pretty much running.
Yeah, is he? Yeah.
He's trying to. He's trying to.
Right?
Yeah.
And that shit ain't working.
No, it's not. It's not working.
But
it's not. But that's why I say, Grizz, that's the problem, because that backyard football Lincoln Riley was running in USC, that never works in the NFL. You knew that wasn't going to work. So why didn't you get this kid up to speed? They say you knew who he was before he became an NFL player. Y'all should have been whatever, working together, blah, 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 blah. But at the same time, I'm looking at polished pieces, and then I'm looking at this like, well, if he don't know what he's doing and the line don't know what they're doing and the line coach don't, you're going to get this kid hurt. And then we're in no better position than we were when we were screaming about Mitch getting hurt, then screaming about Justin getting hurt, because we would never address the line. Now, one thing I will say, the boy is confident. He got a lot of self-confidence. But what I saw Sunday night, in 2 games, he'd have been sacked 9 times, hit another, 15 or whatever it was? They knocking the confidence right out his ass. Harsh and quick. Yeah. And this next game, although they're not the greatest of talents, you got a quarterback that kind of plays like Cam Newton, and you got Jonathan Taylor at running back. Do not put your defense in a position to try to be heroes again. Do not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with you on that point too. I did not mention that, where I think he's learning real quick that that backyard football, like you said, isn't going to work in the NFL. Those pirouettes and that spinning out of the pocket and running 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, behind where his original starting point where he received the snap and stuff. Russell Wilson got away with it, but he knew he had a good feel for which way to roll, which way the defensive pressure was coming from, whether it was the left side or the right side. To me, it seems like he's doing too much. You just keep it simple for right now. Take the snap, deliver the ball and on point. Granted, we did have some drop passes where he did put it on the money, and I saw some passes there where he didn't really move his feet. He just used his whole arm, and I mean he threw that dart to was it Swift, that one coming out the backfield where the defender was coming. He had to use the sidearm angle.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he got that.
He got that.
He does. Now, if he could do that a lot more often, frequently, than instead of the rolling out and when you don't really need to and losing yardage and stuff, I think he'll be okay. But he's just
But
he's
he
just
also
learning.
found out, but Grizz, he also found out, like we said, all preseason and all summer, that window closes like that.
Yes, sir.
In the NFL. And he cannot throw that ball like that because now I think the word is out. Hey, if you pressure him and get him on the run, he gonna give you one. Against the Titans, he was in the pocket and he should have gave you two.
No, you got a point, man. Yeah, he's learning real quick that, like you said, them windows aren't going to be there. The speed of the defense is a lot quicker. Them safeties and linebackers are flying out there, flying around, and that defensive line is flying right in your face, man. And if you ain't, especially with when you got a porous offensive line, you definitely got to be on point with your fundamentals and your quick reads and getting rid of that ball on point, because that's supposedly what you excel at, what he excels at as a quarterback. And if that's what you do well, then I want to see it. I mean, there's too much going for him as far as like what he had the playbook prior to being drafted, supposedly. So
Yeah,
he's
that's the
been
rumor.
studying the
It's supposed to
playbook the
happen,
whole
but that's
time.
the rumor.
Yeah, that's the rumor. So now you had 2 games under your belt. Now we need to see more improvement this Colts game. If we still seeing the same old, man, I mean, I blame him and
But
Walton.
it don't
both.
get easy.
And
it
the
don't get
O-line.
easier for edge rushing. It don't get easier from the edge rusher position because Kwity Paye and Latu is coming. That's who we got to deal with this
might be
weekend.
out though. I think I heard Latu.
Oh, he's
might
out?
be out.
Yeah,
I
there's
think
a chance that he might not play this game.
So are we saying
But
that after
better
game
hope he don't
3,
play.
are we saying that after game 3 it's time to press the panic button?
No.
Depending on how the team look, in my opinion. Depending on how the offense plays.
When is it time to press the panic button?
Midway.
Yeah, I would say that by game 6, game 7, if we still seeing a lot of the same old
I was gonna say by the bye week, right? By the bye week, I would think.
Which is
the bye week, isn't that when they go back to London?
That's about week 7 or 8.
Okay, yeah, that's what I would. I would agree with that. By the bye week,
because then you might be out of it.
You might be. I mean, they got one thing that they got coming up favorable is the schedule. Right now, you got Indianapolis, who they're going to be playing. Indianapolis is probably going to be without DeForest Buckner, without Latu. Then after them, I think they play. Who the fuck do they
play? The Rams.
The Rams.
The Rams are going to be without both of their starting wide receivers, and Puku and what's his name, the other little fucker, yeah.
Then they got the Panthers.
Yeah, and then after that, they got the Panthers. So that's a possible 3-game winning streak that they can go on right there to be 4-1. You know what I'm saying? Going into, I think, maybe that Jaguars game?
Yeah, the Jags in London.
Yeah, in London. Yep. So they got an opportunity right now to fix a couple things, to get into, like I said, some type of rhythm. Rhythm is key. They have no rhythm offensively. They humming like a motherfucker on defense, special teams. Goddamn it. Offense, they offbeat as hell.
1 second. Grizz, can we put up the schedule, Commiss? Grizz, can we get your picks? Because we didn't get your picks. He was on here. We got J-Mac pick last time he was on. We want to get your picks real quick.
All right.
There you go.
All right, so I'm gonna say the Colts and the Rams and the Panthers are win. Going over to London is when we face the Jags, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's gonna be, that's always a tough for any team flying overseas. So teams usually struggle, and being that we got a rookie quarterback, that's gonna be something different for them.
Really?
Yeah. Man, that
really? We gonna
Man,
go over in London and lose to the Jags.
man, I can't see us winning 4 in a row, Joe. I mean, oh
I
man,
thought 3 in a row was a stretch.
I did too. But man, the Colts, the Rams, and I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna give them a loss going into the bye week, man, against the Jags. I'm gonna give them a loss in London, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got 4 and 3.
No. 4 and 3. Yes. 4 and 3. Yeah, that's right. Yep. 4 and
All
3.
right.
I say after the bye week, we come back. We beat the Redskins.
Okay.
Man.
The 49ers.
I say we beat the 49ers. I say we pull
What?
off the upset. Yes.
Okay. All
If
right.
they, I'll say if they don't have McCaffrey and they still without Debo, we got a good chance.
They'll be back. They'll be back in a week.
They'll be back when? Oh yeah,
in a week.
Debo and CMC
because when we play them, remember McCaffrey is just being held out these first 4 games before he would have to go for whatever IR is. So they would have been back by the time we get ready to play them. They would have been back a week already.
All right, we still gonna beat them. We at home.
2 weeks.
We still gonna beat them.
Wow.
I'm gonna say we're gonna put that pressure on Purdy. Purdy is not mobile in the pocket. I'm going. You heard it here first. I'm picking the Bears over the 49ers, baby.
Wow. In San Francisco.
Oh, it's in San Fran?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oranges away games.
Oh, the Oranges. Oh, yes. My bad. All right. Man, yeah, I'm gonna say okay. I'm gonna say that's a loss. Okay, I'm gonna count that as a loss. Since if we was at home, I would have took them as a win. But
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So we 5-4.
The Patriots is a win. I'm gonna say that we're gonna beat the Patriots.
Okay.
I'm gonna say we're gonna beat the Packers too, man.
I'm with you. I'm gonna say Green Bay.
We're gonna beat the Packers, man. I think the defense gonna show up and show out against the Packers because they know they want to prove something against the Pack.
I'm with that.
The defense gonna definitely want to prove something against the Pack that game. So I'm gonna say we're gonna beat the Packers. What's our record right there? What we at?
7-4.
7-4.
Yeah, I believe that's 7-4.
No, he only got us losing to the 49ers and the Jaguars. That's only 3 losses.
Oh yeah, yep. Yeah, so 8 what's that? 8 and 3? 8 and 3?
8 and 3.
Yeah. All right. And then the Vikings at home. I'm gonna say we beat the Vikings at home.
Okay.
9 and 3. We go up to Detroit, huh? Damn. Detroit, that offense ain't scaring me, man. Jared Goff does not scare me one bit, man. With these DBs, I'm gonna say we beat Detroit. In
Detroit.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
Okay. Hey.
I'm gonna say
I like it.
We gonna have a conversation in a minute. Keep going.
All right. The Cardinals. Damn, that's 4 in a row right there that I said we won. Jeez. I must be out my mind. Damn. All right, I'm gonna say against the Cardinals. Damn, man.
Remember, we're playing against our number 1 receiver.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna say against the Cardinals. That's a win, bro. I'm gonna say that's a win too. I'm gonna call the Cardinals game a win.
Wow. Okay. So what's that? 10 and 3? 9 and 3. 9 and 3.
All right, and the Vikings. Damn, man.
I say we probably lose to the Vikings at their place. So I chalk that up as a loss.
So that's 10-4.
The Lions at home.
So are we losing to the Lions at home?
Nah, we ain't losing to the Lions at home. We
ain't
sweep the
losing.
Lions. I'm gonna take the Lions. I'm gonna take the Bears at home in that game too.
So you got us right now. What is that?
That's
11-4.
That's
11-4.
11-4.
11-4. Okay.
Jeez.
And the last two, Seattle and Green Bay.
Seattle at home. Damn, man. Shit, I'm gonna say we beat Seattle and we lose to Green Bay, man.
Okay.
So 12-5.
12-5, baby.
I like it.
Hey, man, I feel like that London game gonna be tough, man. Just going overseas or whatever, and being with a rookie quarterback, not knowing how to deal with that traveling schedule is gonna be a little different for him. And then we got that bye week to get ready to go into that next set of games that I just said. Where what was the next 3-4 games after that bye week? It's
Washington, 49ers.
New England.
Yeah, Washington.
And,
Washington 49ers, then it's New England.
Yeah, then New
The
England.
first.
No, the
first,
49ers is not until December.
The 49ers is after the Washington Redskins.
Yeah.
You want to bet?
I don't think you want to do that, T-Nick.
I'm telling you.
Go ahead.
The 49ers game is December 8th.
49ers after I said the Redskins. After Washington. Duh.
But I'm saying the 49ers game is December 8th.
It's not, because the damn Thanksgiving game is week 13.
Okay. All right. All right.
Thanksgiving is week 13.
I'm about to prove it to you right now.
You might got the old.
No, because that was actually about.
It's right there on the screen. It's
week
literally
13.
Right there on the screen.
We playing Thanksgiving. We playing Detroit.
We definitely are playing Detroit on Thanksgiving. Definitely.
I don't know if you can see this or not. Let me see. Well, no. Hold on. Hold on. You see what that says? Bears against 49ers, December 8th.
This is wrong.
This is straight from the Bears website. So you're saying that the Bears website is wrong? Oh, okay.
If that's not wrong, then what we got on the screen is wrong, which is straight from what? The NFL. So which one is wrong?
I don't know. Where is that from? I didn't get that. I didn't download that.
It ain't been wrong yet. It ain't been wrong yet.
Well, how about this? You all go by that schedule. I'm going to go by this schedule because this is where I bought my season tickets from.
You all right.
I'm going to go by the schedule saying they about to get their ass whooped either way, and they not going to beat the 49ers. How about that? Whether it's December 8th or October 8th. It don't matter.
That again. Find out. Say it again.
He's right. That's what they got. They got the Bears, so we got that schedule wrong. They play the Commanders. After they play the Commanders, they play the Cardinals, the Patriots, the Packers, the Vikings. Then they play the Lions.
You see, I knew something was off about that schedule. That's why I was like, damn, them 49ers, they showed up awfully quick.
Yeah, we got to change that
schedule. So then they need to change that schedule because I was just going off of what that said.
JB, you said you was going to hit me with a question because of my outlandish takes on these wins and stuff. So hit me with it.
So my other question is this. How do you attribute us getting all those wins considering we still have that porous offensive line? And 2 of those games, we have somebody that blitzes like 72% of the time. And they just beat the 49ers.
Man, I'm counting on us getting better, for one. Caleb improving as well.
No. You're hopefully optimistic.
I guess you could call it hopefully optimistic. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, man, this game against the Colts is gonna tell me everything I need to know about the team, because if you a professional and these old linemen, they not garbage, man. I mean, Wright ain't garbage. Jenkins ain't supposed to be garbage. Jones ain't supposed to be garbage. They supposed to be at least, I say, C plus, B plus players, man. And
PFF had Darnell Wright as the worst lineman last week.
I know that's because Nate Davis bum ass. He can't. He trying to cover up Nate Davis' mistakes. Nate Davis, I'm telling you, influencing Darnell Wright to be a bad old lineman, man. He like, damn, this bum next to me. I don't know what he gonna do. I gotta,
we need to get Nate Davis on. He don't want to play no more football. Nate Davis does not care about football.
No, man. He done messed up the whole continuity of the line. Missing practice and all that, man. I mean, come on, players probably like, damn, this man ain't practiced all off season, and he just come in and starting right away like he elite, like he one of the top guards in the league. He getting paid all his money. You know what I mean? Like, he just messing up the whole continuity, I think, from jump, man.
I say that we search every Longhorn steakhouse and we find that motherfucker. Hey, Jay Grizz, we appreciate your time, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all brothers, man. Much love.
Hey, come back. Yeah. Come back, bro.
Always, my brothers. Hey, always.
What movie is that from? Come back.
Friday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Craig, I got you.
Hey, Jay Grizz.
My bad, brothers. Hey, I appreciate y'all, brothers, man. Love what y'all doing, man.
We appreciate you.
If I ain't able to tune in because I'm doing daddy duties, you know what I'm saying? I'm a single daddy too.
So, respect.
I was trying to get in last week, but I was busy helping out with homework and this and that, making dinner and stuff. So
getting all the homework wrong and shit.
Hey, you probably right. You probably right, man. But hey, I do what I can, man. I do the best I can. Bro.
Hey, man,
I appreciate it. I'm always watching. I might not be in the live physically, but I'm always watching y'all, man. Every week, I never miss a show.
So appreciate.
And always smashing that light, baby. Always smashing that.
For sure.
Appreciate
y'all brothers have a good night, and everybody in the chat, salute to y'all, all my Bears fans out there, and everybody in the shot. Hold y'all heads up, man.
My man.
Much love. One love.
All right, Doc.
Yes, sir. All right, bro.
Jay Grizz, boy, I like that dude, man. I love Jay Grizz.
Love his energy and his insight.
He's like an A1. He here all the time, he was saying.
Why are we playing the music?
Because we about to shout out. That's why.
I thought you said we were doing post-it notes and keeping the stack and all that.
We ain't gonna do posts and notes and keep it a stack. We only got a few viewers anyway. We might as well just go ahead and get up out of here, man. Actually, when the Bears show a little promise and they start to get accustomed to the game, then we'll get excited. Then we'll do the keeping in the stack, post-it notes, and all of that stuff. But right now, let's just get through it. So let's go ahead and shout out, man.
I mean, if you say so, but I still want to give shout out to everybody that's been there, and it still, because we didn't even talk about the next game for real, predictions and all that, of which the Colts to me is not an easy win. I thought we was going to break
no
more.
It's not a walk in the park. Nope.
It's not a walk in the park. Anthony Richardson is a problem. Alec Pierce is a problem. Jonathan Taylor is a problem. Quentin Nelson is a problem. Mo Alley Cox is a problem. The Colts is not a bad team. They're not. Eddie Pay is a problem. DeForest Buckner, if he plays, a problem. Like,
hopefully he doesn't. Hopefully he doesn't.
You know what? I don't say that because here's my thing. I get you might want to play a team while they're down to lose, but the true test of my team is to beat another team
with all their people.
I don't want to beat them when they ain't got nobody, but I'll take the win. But at the same time,
hey, that's the name of the game.
That's the name of the game. But I'm saying the true measure. I don't want to beat the Chiefs if they ain't got Patrick Mahomes. No, I want to beat Patrick Mahomes so I can prove to my team we that next team. We them guys. You know what I'm saying? Don't give me no cupcake.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I definitely feel what you're saying, but one thing about the NFL is about luck and it's about matchups. So, I mean, sometimes you get lucky, sometimes luck go against you. It's just that simple. Right now, I'll take whatever win we can get until we get into some type of flow. So if they ain't got guys playing, shit, fuck it, give us that win. Let us go ahead and try to get into some type of, like you said, continuity on offense, on that offensive line, get the whole offense flowing, get a rhythm going. So therefore, when it comes down to us playing these other tougher teams that are going to have majority of their players or their key players there, we can get a real true measuring stick of how good this team can actually be when we're actually hitting on cylinders. Not when, because you think these other teams give a fuck that our offense ain't fucking humming right now? They ain't got shit going? Hell no. They going to sit up there, come in there and beat us. They don't give a fuck. So right now, if they playing without DeForest Buckner and Latu and Richardson can't hit the side of a fucking barn, I'm fine with that. And we can get our offense to get some type of rhythm going. I'm fine with that too. And if that happens for the next 3 weeks, I'm fine with it. I'll take those wins. And then when it comes down to play the guys in the division, and they got everybody, we got everybody, our damn offense is humming and we got a rhythm, then we'll see what the measuring stick is.
So we're not gonna make any measuring stick predictions till bye week.
I wouldn't say until bye. I want to see right now. This offense is not even a NFL offense right now. It's not even producing like an NFL offense. It's producing like it's a fucking high school offense right now. It's looking piss poor, especially with the talent that you have gone and acquired at running back, at wide receiver, at tight end. You know, supposedly at quarterback. So I want to see this team actually get into a rhythm where this looks like a fully functioning NFL team. Then we can take that, and once we get to that particular part, then we can sit up there and start measuring ourselves against the Green Bays and the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers and these other teams that we have to play. And we got a little stretch where that can possibly happen. I want to see how it's going to go. I want to see the flow. Otherwise, we're going to be doomed. Shit, we might not even make 7 goddamn wins if we can't get this shit going.
Yikes. All right, so who going to kick off the shout-outs?
Don't matter.
Should I kick it off?
You can.
It'll be a first, right? I'll kick it off, though.
He like Caleb throwing his first TD.
I'm gonna do a little better than that. But not dissing Caleb either. Not dissing Caleb at all.
Better throw one this week.
That was kind of disappointing.
He better throw more than one. Well, first, let me start out with my prediction. The Bears and the Colts. As JB was naming all those problems and all the people that we have to look out for. Like we were saying, the Colts is not a walk in the park. You know, we can't just overlook them. Their running game, Jonathan Stewart he's a fucking problem.
Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor. Yes, and that quarterback, Anthony Richardson, right?
Yes.
He has a cannon. So it's gonna be tough. It's not gonna be a walk in the park. So my prediction, and I hate to say this, but Caleb is still gonna take some more lumps. He's gonna take some more lumps, man. 21-14, Indianapolis.
Woo! You smoke crack, don't you?
I hated saying that. I hated saying that, but he's gonna take more lumps. He was taking some lumps against Houston. In Houston. So I'm not gonna say that he's gonna go Indianapolis and turn it all around, or Shane Waldron is gonna turn it all around, or that offensive line is gonna turn it all around. Nah. He's going into another Houston situation. So therefore, he's gonna take some more lumps, and they might not. They're not gonna win this game. All right, enough of that because I don't want to say that anymore. Everybody in the chat, shout out to you. I'm gonna let JB name everybody who was in the chat because I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna just say shout out to everyone that was in the chat, and even if you weren't in the chat but you were watching, you are officially
L for love. Good times.
You are a lurker, but we appreciate you anyway for putting up with our foolishness. So thank you. I also want to shout out our sponsors. What happened?
Kirk put up Jay Grizz's comment. It's gonna be the Chicago Fire Part 2.
Yeah, the city gonna be on fire next weekend.
Oh no!
I hate to say it. And Mom, you on point. That's what I'm thinking too. But I hope I'm wrong. I hope that I'm wrong.
So you got the Colts winning.
She got the Colts winning too.
Your ass going to spend too much time in Indianapolis. I don't know what the fuck you doing over there,
dude.
And you've been spending too much time in there.
I don't know why you thinking the Colts is just a little walkover.
Oh, I'm not thinking that. I don't think that we're gonna lose to them.
Well, okay.
They 2.5 point favorites, if I'm not mistaken. But you get 3 for being at home anyway, and with the Bears struggling, 2.5 they struggling. They're gonna get the home cooking anyway.
So I want to shout out our sponsors, Moore's Beer. Raise your standards. If you have not had Moore's Beer, try it. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. They got like 50 million different flavors now. Yeah, go. You can try some too. I'm sure Chris will get you some.
Oh,
but yeah, they have a porter, which personally is my favorite. They have JB.
The pear.
I think you're better versed than this than me.
The
pear.
The brown ale with Nat King Cole.
Right.
The IPA.
Yep.
The Session. The original, the Session.
That's the original. Yep. Is that it? Oh, what about the blue can?
I didn't get that yet. That's new. You got the Pilsner, the green one.
Okay.
And you got the Kroos, which is blue.
Right. Kroos. So yeah, it's really good beer. If you have not tried it,
alcoholics. So.
If you have not tried it, go to
literally one a week.
Go
a week. That's it.
One a week? Get out of here, man.
I drink one a week. I drink one a week.
So you drink one on this podcast, and that's it.
That's the only time I drink more. Yes, I drink one a week. I don't drink.
Okay.
I don't drink like
that's
that.
good, man. You cutting back. That's good.
I've never
For all of you who are not cutting back, make sure you go try some more. You can go to Benny's. You can go to Whole Food. I think it's in some Jewels now. So try it out. I'm sure you'll love it. I also want to shout out Vision.
But you got to have vision.
That's on 119th and Loomis. You want to go check that place out. It's a venue for everything. I have my dad's repast there. You can have your day parties there. You can have your bar mitzvahs there. You have everything there. It's a big event space and the food is phenomenal. So make sure you try it out. Also, I want to shout out the Bears. I do want to shout out the Bears. We still rocking with you, man. We're still rocking with y'all. If you're listening to us, we in your corner. You know, you may not be looking that great right now, but we still rocking with you. At least real fans are still rocking with you. Them fair weather fans, I don't know. I ain't calling no names out either. But I am keeping receipts. All right, I'm done.
All right, it's on me. It's on me. Foul, you knew what I was doing. First and foremost, hey, shout out to Jay Grizz, man, coming on. Love when that dude comes and salutes us in the chat and graces us with his presence. And then, you know, shout out for everything he's gone through, man. Salute, man. That father shit, that's real, man. I support you and love you on that, brother, for real. Shout out to you
baby.
first. That's right. And then Jeremy Bowman chimed in. Thank you. Black Sam chimed in. Melissa Shoop chimed in. Thank you for that. The New Breed 313 Sports, of which we got to connect with you, Breed. We got to get you on and do a collabo, especially the 2 Bears games versus Detroit this year. We got to get you on the week of leading to both of those games. Please and thank you. But thank you for chiming in, Jay Grizz. Our brother from another Bullets chiming in. Thank you. Always love that Cali love, right? We had a new guy today, Gary Malley. Simply just said at 8:16, can we please get a center? Yes, that's all I want for Christmas is a Bears and his worst. You know what I'm saying? I got my 2 front teeth already. I'm good. So Jeanette Johnson. All I'm gonna say is Jeanette says something very profound, and T, you had liked it. You would shout her out. She's one of our P1s, sports enthusiasts. Shout out to that woman. Appreciate it. My man Z Force 32. Thank you for chiming in. We appreciate it. Let's see who else we had got chiming in. Hey, Skylark is back. Skylark be changing his name though. Skylark 808. Thank you for chiming in and welcome back, Skylark. Let's see who else we got. We got a lot of chat. Kyanel Louie. Appreciate you. Thank you for chiming in on Facebook. Now I got to get you over, Kyanel. I got to get you from Facebook over to YouTube. Justin Mackey already said thank you to Jamie. Hey, A Will brought up Randall Cunningham needed an O-line. Hey, Will, I don't know if you're a first-time person or you just changed your name, but thank you for chiming in. And yes, Randall Cunningham, one of the underrated greats. Appreciate you. Let's see. Yeah, we had a lot of Scott Hopkins came back. Trey Shy, and Tony Williams. Like a couple of our own people are coming back. Thank you for coming back. It's Bears season, Tony. You know where you been, brother. Appreciate you. Curtis Commish is always the super producer with the most. Thank you for chiming in. Christian Pertit, of who you can find on Plunked on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, I believe. Thank you, Christian, for chiming in. We appreciate you and your comment. And as we are wrapping, Matt Bryant. Matt Bryant checked in. Appreciate you, Matt. John is back. Thank you, John, for chiming in. Lorenzo from New Orleans to Chi-Town, and he's here. He's here for real. Lorenzo, we still got to get up, man. You gotta let us know where you're gonna be at. Matt Henry came in. Appreciate you for chiming in. Logan, thank you for chiming in, Logan. And Logan and Leah chimed in today. Thank you. We appreciate both of y'all. And as we're winding down, shout out to you, brothers. You know, Tuesdays is one night I always look to more than most. And Let's see. I think that is winding up. Yeah, we had a lot of them. This is one of the longest chat threads that I think I went through since last Bears season.
Hey, didn't we just have a fight the other day?
Yeah, Canelo fought, but he didn't fight nobody, man. Like,
it was a bum.
Might as well have been. Shit, it's Canelo. You know, and for our boxing enthusiasts, please chime in, because we do talk about boxing with Montel Ice Griffin from Chicago, and with also Frez Kendo. And Frez Kendo. So any of our boxing enthusiasts chime in. We do chop it up with those fellas. I'm just waiting on one fight. I'm waiting on Bud to go up, and I'm waiting on Canelo to come down one. Let's get it rolling. And shout out to you fellas, shout out to SB, and shout out to the podcast mom, most affectionately known as Miss Sandra Bonham Holmes. That's all I got. Dallas on you.
Okay.
Oh, and my prediction. I got the Bears winning 17-13.
17-13. 10-4. Okay, so I don't have to shout out to none of our sponsors because T-Nick already did that. I want to give a shout out to the chat. I'm sorry, I said give a shout out to the chat. Let me give a shout out to the chat. Thank you all for coming in, giving us your opinions, your thoughts on the Chicago Bears that we, you know what I'm saying, that we truly all do love and just hope for the best. Wishing for the best. Hopefully it happens. Maybe the offensive coaches wake up one of these damn days, and maybe these offensive linemen wake up and realize that you are playing in the NFL and people invest a lot of money just to see you guys. Want to see a good product out there. Want to give a shout out to you brothers, T-Nick, Frank the Tank, the Crooked Commish back in the background. You know, remember to like and subscribe to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. This is what we do on Tuesdays. We love doing it. We love bringing you guys content. We love hearing from you guys. You know, don't be shy. Everybody got a lot of things to say behind the keyboard. We give you opportunity to come on to the show, you know, see your face, rap with us. Tell us what you like about the show. Tell us what you like about the Bears, what you don't like, you know, what you would like to see improve. That's what we do here. You know, we ain't like most podcasts that all you do is hear them talk, and, you know, they don't ever bring you on even though you want to sit up there and say something. That's not us. Shout out to our boy Easy too, just chimed in. You know, Ease man. Easy does it. Remember, this is the Chicago Clubhouse Network. So we do have plenty of shows that come on. We got Crooked Commish with his fantasy draft on Mondays. We got the Chicago Clubhouse podcast on Tuesdays. Shit, don't get me lying. I don't know what's going on Wednesdays, but we do have like Bull Spit. We got Plump that come on. We got a new show that's gonna be coming out soon. We also got She Says What She Says. Damn it. I just put the damn it on there, but that's usually what comes on Wednesdays. And I think I'm missing one.
The fantasy show.
No, I said that. I already said that with Crooked Commish, the fantasy show. Also want to give a shout out to our new sponsor. I don't know if T-Nick did it. What's it called? Fantasy Jocks. You know, where you get your rings and your belts and everything like that. He gave us a commercial earlier. Fantasy Jocks. There you go, right there. Give a shout out to them. One of our sponsors, the Fantasy Jocks. Get all your fantasy hardware there at the Fantasy Jock. There go the Crooked Commish right there. I want to give a shout out to the kiddies. Nah, they still up. So they good. Also want to give a shout out to the Chicago Bears. Want to give out a shout out to the city of Houston. Thank you for showing us your hospitality over the weekend. It was hot as hell, but had a great time. Even though we lost, had a great time down there. They showed out. Thank you, Houston. Shout out to my baby, my fiance, who's carrying my baby boy. Shout out to her, who is due soon. So if y'all be hearing some crying in the background in the next month or so, y'all know who it is. My heir to my throne, you know, the prince that was promised. Outside of that, You know what I'm saying? I'm done. Cook, you got
We all
anything?
can't wait to see him.
You got anything?
Yeah, so I think the one that you were forgetting is we started doing the pregame show. So tune into us for the pregame on the Bears game
that's tomorrow,
on
right?
Sunday.
No, Thursday.
No, the pregame.
No, that's
The
Sunday.
pregame show.
Sunday.
Yes. Got it. Third time's a charm. Got it. Pregame show.
Yes, so many.
For real. And then also, she wasn't able to join us tonight, but we do have a new member to the Chicago Clubhouse network as well, Lola. She was supposed to come on later on this evening, but real life stuff happened and work is work. So she wasn't able to jump on, but she is going to be the face of the Thursday night or the Thursday show, the midweek show. So that was the other thing I think, Val, that was on the back of your mind that you needed to.
Yeah. I didn't want to announce it until it became official this year. So.
Okay. Well then.
No,
bad.
it's good. It's good that you announced it. I just I fucking forgot shit. I got kids.
All right. Well, you boys.
That shit. Damn. Quick cut itself off. Well, anyway. So for T-Nick, JB, Frank the Tank, super producer Crooked Commish, I'm Foul Mouth C, and that's our boy Grogu. Guess what, people? We out.
You got to decide whether you're a wolf or a sheep.
This has been a Chicago Clubhouse Network production.
Is it something else?
See ya. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Nixon, baby. Nixon.
You're still here. It's over. Go home.
He talking about go home. My ass is home.